Risking It All for the King, a short story by Mr. Hodgson. Part 1. I had just settled down to the possibility of a long game of Risk with my friends Alex, Chris, and John. It was raining outside. In fact, it had been raining for days now. We all felt waterlogged, and the four of us were a little bit stir-crazy. My mom had finally had enough of us chasing the cat into closets, tossing water balloons at my little brother, and causing general trouble. She had turned down our demands for a ride to McDonald's down the street and got even angrier when she caught us playing catch with a bowling ball on the roof outside my bedroom window. Fed up, she yelled at us, "Find something useful to do, or I'll have you boys on your hands and knees cleaning bathrooms for the rest of the day." Now, we were all 12 years old and tried not to listen to our parents all that much, but even we understood the tone of her voice. She was serious about the toilets. So we carted out the game of Risk and began to think about world domination, one country at a time. Last time we had played, Alex had plowed his armies through South America, then across the water to Africa, and all through Europe until the only country I had left was tiny Australia. My little outpost down under was no match for Alex's raging armies, and the game ended with tragic defeat of my few plastic soldiers. One of the best things about Risk is that you can use secret portal paths to cross from one continent to another, allowing your armies to almost transport across oceans. I always loved that part of the action, and imagine my armies walking through some force field that magically moved them into battle thousands of miles away. We set out to board and got the game going, with John quickly staking out North America, while Alex and I were each trying to take and hold Europe. Chris was doing his best to carve out Australia, which we all knew was just impossible to hold in the long run. Alex was even moving some armies that way. It was during one of our battles over Ireland that we first heard the voice. "Did you hear that?" Alex asked. "What?" I said. "My mom?" Ignore her." "No, it wasn't your mom. It was a voice. It sounded like it was coming from the game. Serious." We looked at him as if he were a little bit nutty. He is a little bit nutty, to be honest, but he seemed very serious. I looked down. All I saw were colored game pieces and the cards showing countries. The attack die and the defender die were off to the side of the board. Nothing unusual. Chris just laughed at him. "Oh, sure, a voice. Nice try." "I am not giving up Australia," Chris said. "Go ahead, give it your best shot, dude. I can take it. I've got the kangaroos and the wallabies on my side." That's when I heard it too. "Help!" I jumped up from the floor. "Yikes," I shouted, pointing at the game. "Something is talking." Now all four of us were on our feet. "See, I told you," Alex said. John crouched down. "Look! The face on that card, the mouth, it's moving," he shouted. We all moved down to see what he was talking about. The face did seem to be moving. The soldier on the card seemed so different from the others. It was more, medieval. Instead of a rifle, the man seemed to be holding a sword and a shield, with a picture of a lion on the shield. I noticed the country was Great Britain. I had used that card many times in Risk. I had never noticed it was different from the others. Strange, I thought. The face moved again, and we all immediately jumped back. Thanks for listening to part 1 of Risking It All for the King. Stay tuned another day for part 2.